يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد إخوتي في الله، فاعلموا أن خير الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة كل ضلالة في النار. عن جابر بن سليم رضي الله عنه قال: رأيت رجلا يصدر الناس عن رأيه لا يقول شيء إلا صدروا عن رأيه، فقلت: من هذا؟ قالوا: رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. فقلت: عليك السلام يا رسول الله، عليك السلام يا رسول الله. قال: لا تقل عليك السلام، فإن عليك السلام تحية الميت، قل السلام عليكم. قلت: أنت رسول الله؟ قال: أنا رسول الله الذي إذا أصابك ضر فدعوته كشفه عنك، والذي إذا أصابك عام سنة فدعوته أنزل أو أنبتها عليك أو أنبتها لك. ثم قال صلى الله عليه وسلم: وإذا كنت بأرض فقر أو فلات فضلت راحلتك فدعوته ردها عليك. قال: قلت: أعهد إلي يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. قال: لا تسبن أحدا. قال: فما سببت بعد عبد حرا ولا عبدا ولا بعيرا ولا شاة. ثم قال صلى الله عليه وسلم: ولا تحقرن من المعروف شيئا، وأن تكلم أخاك وأنت منبسط إليه وجهك، فإن ذلك من المعروف. وارفع إزارك إلى نصف الساق وإياك. فقال: فإن أبيت فإلى الكعبين، وإياك والمخيلة، وإياك وإزفال الإزار، فإن ذلك من المخيلة، وإن الله لا يحب المخيلة. ثم قال صلى الله عليه وسلم: وإن امرؤ شتمك أو عيرك بما يعلم فيك فلا تعيره بما تعلم فيه فإنما وباله عليه. In this hadith, brothers and sisters, you can find a hadith in Sunan Abi Dawood, and you will also find that Shaykh Al-Albani rahimahullah authenticated the hadith. Listen to the story of this man. This man was unknown Sahabi, and I can guarantee to the most of you, this is unknown Sahabi. This man is named Jabir bin Sulaym. It seems that the man accepted Islam radiyallahu anhu before he came to the city of Medina. Therefore, he's narrating when he saw Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on his first encounter that he had with Rasulullah, and he said to us, رَأَيْتُ رَجُلًا يَسْطُرُ النَّاسُ عَنْ رَأْيِهِ. I saw a man distinguished, that whatever he says, the people will take it and apply it. قَالَ لَا يَقُولُ شَيْئًا إِلَّا صَبَرُوا عَنْ رَأْيِهِ. He would not say anything sallallahu alayhi wa sallam except the Sahaba, except the people around him would take his statement. They would not question him. They would not ask any questions. They would not reject, but they would apply. So I say to the people around me, who is this man? He's very unique. Nobody is saying anything back to him. Nobody objecting to any statement that he made. Nobody is trying to filter what he said. Nobody is trying to understand it any other way except the way that he said it. Who is he? قالوا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. تقدموا يا إخوتي في الله. If you don't mind, come forward please. The Sahaba of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, he is the messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And you can imagine this. You being a mu'min, being a sahabi, being a man who believed in Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam before meeting him. And all of a sudden, they tell you this is the man that you believed in him. This is the man that Allah has chosen him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the man could not help but saying to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, alayka as-salam ya Rasulullah, alayka as-salam ya Rasulullah. He gave this very distinguished greeting twice. And before he continued for the third time, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam stopped him and he said to him, لا تقل عليك السلام. Do not greet me with that greeting. Don't say عليك السلام. Don't say that word. فإن عليك السلام is indeed the greetings of the deceased. And this is not what is known from the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Because he is the one sallallahu alayhi wa sallam who taught us that when you go to a Muslim cemetery, when you go to a grave, you say to the people of that, the inhabitants of that land, Assalamu alaykum dara qawm mu'mineen. But in this case, he's saying alayka salam is the greeting of the deceased, of the dead people. Why did he say this? Because at the time of Jahiliyyah, at the time before Islam, when someone dies, the mushrikeen will say to that person, alayka salam ya fulan, alayka salam so and so. So Rasulullah said, do not use that greeting on the living beings. Qul, and he corrected him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Say, Assalamu alaykum. فقال السلام عليكم. it was unique, ya ikhwati fillah. This man who was calling him Ya Rasulullah, this man who was saying to him Ya Rasulullah, he asked a question which was very unexpected. He said to him, sitting with him, sitting face to face, Anta Rasulullah, I want to make sure. Before I ask anything, before I go any further, I want to make sure that you are the messenger of Allah. I want to know if you are the man that I believe in. فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم أنا رسول الله, I am the messenger of Allah. What was more unique, ya ikhwati fillah, is the da'wah and the teaching of the methods of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Look how Rasulullah introduced Allah to this simple man, an Arabi, a Bedouin, came from the desert, does not know anything about civilization. He is not aware of the people of Medina and how they think. He doesn't know what Allah instructed the Sahaba to do when they're talking to Rasulullah. He did not learn much of the Quran. He is a basic individual, a basic mu'min. But Rasulullah took that opportunity. And it is yours again to visualize in your mind, in your brain, and to remember that this simple man, Jabir bin Sulaym, is sitting in front of the most sophisticated man that ever walked on the planet of earth. He's sitting in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He did not use his skills and talents to impress this man. He did not use words that are so difficult to analyze and understand. He did not use high pressure methods to explain Allah to the simple man. But rather Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Na'am, ana Rasulullah, alladhi, and he explained Allah. إِذَا أَصَابَكَ ضُرٌّ فَدَعَوْتَهُ كَشَفَهُ عَنْكَ. The one that when you're under stress, under problems, under a certain difficult situation, then you make dua to that one, then that is the one that responds to you. That one is the one that I am from. That one is the one that I am teaching about. And this is what's so unique. Because subhanallah, they knew at the time of hardship, at the time of difficulties, Hubal, Al-Lata, Al-Manat, all these gods that they used to use, that they used to call, would not help them. And they will go back to the true God. They will go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But nowadays, وَلِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ, we have individuals who are called to other than Allah at the time of ease and comfort. And at the time of hardship, they were still called to other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you see a Christian who is praying to Jesus alayhi salam, he will pray to him at the time of Eid. But he would still do the exact same thing at the time of difficulties. And the Muslims will also do this, those who do not have the correct aqidah. But ya ikhwati fillah, at the time of hardship, we should also call to Allah as we call to Allah at the time of comfort and ease. It was known to them that when Allah saved them from difficulties, they will revert back and they will go back to their idols. And subhanallah, he was a custom of the mushrikeen. So Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, الذي إذا أصابك ضر فدعوته كشفه عنك. وكم نطلب الله في ضر يحل بنا فإن تولت بلايانا نسيناه ندعوه في البحر أن ينجي سفينتنا فإن رجعنا إلى الشاطئ عصيناه ونركب الجو في أمن وفي متع فإن رجعنا فما سقطنا لأن الحافظ الله. When we are at the time of difficulties, we always refer back to Allah. But when we come back at the time of ease, we forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and when the time is difficult and harsh, and the land is not producing anything, it is the one that you are called to, and Allah will order the land to produce something for you. And then he continues, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, teaching the single man. And he said, when you are in the middle of the desert, and you lost your camel, you lost your way out, you have no home, the one that you called to is the one that I'm calling people to. And subhanallah, unzur in the Quran, when Allah is explaining Himself to the A'rab, to the simple people, what does Allah say? أَفَلَا يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَى الْإِبِلِ كَيْفَ خُلِقَتْ وَإِلَى السَّمَاءِ كَيْفَ رُفِعَتْ وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ كَيْفَ نُصِبَتْ وَإِلَى الْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ سُطِحَتْ. This is for the person to understand. Don't they see how the camels were created, how the sky is being raised, how the mountains being rooted, how the earth being outspread? Can they reflect on that? يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى أفرأيتم الماء الذي تشربون أأنتم أنزلتموه من المزن أم نحن المنزلون. In another ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يقول أفرأيتم ما تحرثون أأنتم تزرعون أم نحن الزارعون. Yani all this evidence is for the person, the simple man, to reflect, to see around him, to see what he can relate to, and Allah is using this term so that people may understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ويقول الله, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ويجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. And at the time of hardship, you call into Allah, and Allah respond to your call. But ya ikhwati fillah, after all this introduction, when the man realized that is indeed he's talking to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, أعهد إلي يا رسول الله. أعهد إلي. I mean, you are saying something that is powerful. I cannot understand everything. I cannot be with you. Give me a concise and simple advice that would benefit me. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam قال لا تسبن أحدا. He says sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, do not insult anyone. Don't curse anyone. Do not say anything bad to anyone. Do not say words that would hurt people. Because when you hurt mu'mineen, وَالَّذِينَ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, talking about the people who were hurt, the believers, who were saying words, وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْذُونَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ بِغَيْرِ مَا اكْتَسَبُوا فَقَدْ احْتَمَلُوا بُهْتَانًا وَإِثْمًا مُبِينًا. Those who hurt believers, male and female, without a sin, without a reason, they indeed carry on their back a heavy burden on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even instructing us and telling us not to say anything bad to the kuffar, not to curse them. وَلَا تَسُبُّوا الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ فَيَسُبُّوا اللَّهَ عَدْوًا بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ. Yani, you cannot even curse a kafir. You cannot even say anything bad about their gods. You cannot say you worship angels, you worship rats, you worship a cow that McDonald's making business out of it. You worship this when we eat. You cannot disrespect their gods. You cannot say anything. Why? Because in return, what would they do? They will insult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يقول الله بغير علم, out of jahl, out of ignorance. They don't know what they say. They try to defend their gods. They have dignity that must be considered. They don't want you to go and tap on their personal life. They don't. Therefore Allah is saying to His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and to the believers, do not curse their gods. Do not insult their gods, because otherwise, out of jahl, they will insult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And ya ikhwati fillah, يقول صلى الله عليه وسلم, إن من أكبر الكبائر, the worst, the major sins that a man can commit, أن يسب الرجل أباه, for a man to curse his parents. Now the Sahaba of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, remember this. You're talking about people who used to bury their daughters alive. You're talking about people who would rob their children and slaughter in front of the idols. You're talking about people who used to marry the women of their fathers. You're talking about people who used to deal with interest, who used to kill with no reason, who would attack innocent people, who would steal children and sell them as slaves, who are some of them are known as thieves, like the Afar. They were evil people before Islam. But one of them could not imagine insulting his parents. So the Sahaba who came from that and became believers, قالوا يا رسول الله وكيف يسب الرجل أباه? How could a man insult his parents? It was far distant from their mind. And nowadays, in our society, for some of the children who call themselves the offspring of the masajid, or the inhabitants of the masajid, or the ruwat of the masajid, you will find them insulting their own parents. And they were born in Islam. وَإِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. But a man who was born as a kafir, a man who did not know his true father was, and that was some of the Sahaba, where Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was upset because the Sahaba keep asking him personal questions. Ya Rasulullah, what is this? Ya Rasulullah, what is this? He got on the minbar and he was very unhappy. And he said to the people, after he got on the minbar, suddenly my shit. Ask me whatever you want. You think I don't know the answers? You think I'm giving you a fake answers? Ask. So one of the Sahaba قال يا رسول الله من أبي? Who is my father? People are calling me, accusing me that my father is not my father. Who is my father? فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم, your father is Hudayf. Yani look, the corrupted environment that they were living in. They didn't even know the true father. But they would not dare, they would not even say anything negative about their father. So they could not understand, Ya Rasulullah, how could a man insult his parents? فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم يسب الرجل أبا رجل. A man would insult someone else's father, and that man would insult your father. So indirectly you insulted your father. And someone, you will go and insult someone else's mother, and that person in return would come back and he would insult your mother. So in reality, you as an individual, the cost for your parents to be insulted. So you are carrying the sin. In another hadith, يقول صلى الله عليه وسلم, إن المتسابان ما قال. Whatever two people were cursing one another may say to one another, فَعَلَى الْبَادِئِ مِنْهُمَا. The sin of that is on the one who initiated the curse. ويقول صلى الله عليه وسلم ما لم يتعد المظلوم unless the person who was insulted first exceeds the limit. أقول ما تسمعون واستغفر الله لي فاستغفروه إنه الغفور الرحيم. تقدم يا إخوتي في الله, and allow your brothers also to go around or ask them to come around while they're standing outside. وتفسحوا يفسح الله لكم يا إخوتي في الله. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. يقول رضي الله عنه, and listen to this يا إخوتي في الله. يقول رضي الله عنه جابر بن السليم, from that particular day, from the day that I heard Rasulullah saying, do not insult anyone, قال فما سببت, I have not cursed. I have not cursed. حرا, a free man, ولا عبدا, or slave. And listen to this. ولا بعيرا, nor a camel, not even a camel. قال ولا شاة, or a goat. And look at the level of iman, at the level of akhlaq this man developed by sitting with Rasulullah once. Not only that he abstained from cursing hur man, a free man, or slave, but he said even animals would be free from me. Animals would be safe from my tongue. And he did not curse. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, يقول أبو الدرداء رضي الله عنه, الحديث في صحيح البخاري ومسلم, يقول سببت رجلا أو سببت الرجل, he say, I insulted a man, فقلت له, and I said to this man, يا ابن السوداء, or the son of a black woman. وفي رواية, this was بلال بن رباح رضي الله عنه. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, أعيرته بأمه يا أبا درداء, يا أبا درداء, you insulted this man because of his mother? I mean, logically, you have no choice for who you are. It was not for Allah and your parents. You were probably a snake if they were a snake. You would be a dog if they were dogs. You would be an animal if they were animals. You had no choice. You did not put an application with Allah and said, I want to be male or female. I want to be short or tall. I want to be white or black. I want to be this or you did not have the choice. So for a person to insult another person because of his background, that is number one, ignorant. Number two, you are claiming with your action that Allah is not fair. And that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is zalim. Because Allah gave you something that the person did not have. Therefore it is a dangerous statement. So Rasulullah yaqul, أَعَيَّرْتَهُ بِأُمِّهِ, did you insult him because of his mother? I mean, what does he has to do with his mother? قال إنك امرؤ فيك جاهلية. You are a person that is still have some of the remnants of ignorance, of the jahiliyyah. Now, a moment to do this is unacceptable. And listen to the hadith of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I will conclude with this hadith bi-idhnillah. Imagine ya ikhwati fillah, that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is sitting in peace, in a simple, very basic environment. And a man can be compared by his companions, and of course Abu Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he is sitting with Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the man who gave everything for Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The man that Rasulullah said sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, we are able to reward everyone. We can give back whatever anyone else gave us except this man Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu. Both of them are sitting fi amanillah, and this man comes, and what does a man do? والحديث صححه حسنه الألباني في سنن ابن ماجه. And what does this man do? He comes and he insults Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu. What would the reaction of Rasulullah be? In his presence, this man had no respect for Rasulullah, but he comes and insults Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. I would imagine Rasulullah would jump and he would defend Abu Bakr as-Siddiq because this is his companion. إذا خرج الذين كفروا ثاني اثنين إذ هما في الغار إذ يقول لصاحبه لا تحزن. All this is about Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Allah is defending Abu Bakr as-Siddiq from فوق سبع السماوات. وما لأحد من عنده من نعمة تجزى إلا بابتغاء وجه ربه الأعلى ولسوف يرضى. Allah didn't allow people to talk about Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, and Rasulullah is watching. What is he doing? As a matter of fact, he's smiling sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Abu Bakr, being a human being, he was patient with this man. But this man did not stop. He continued insulting Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, insulting, and more he insulted, more Rasulullah smiled. And Abu Bakr smiled until he had enough with this man. And then he replied back. And Rasulullah frowned and he got up and left. Abu Bakr, Ya Rasulullah, لَقَدْ شَتَمَنِيَ الرَّجُلِ. The man who was insulting me, cursing me. And I was patient all along and you were happy. But the moment that I defend myself, you frowned, you started smiling, and you walked out of the scene. Why would you do this? قال أبو بكر صلى الله عليه وسلم, when you were silent, Ya Abu Bakr, Allah had appointed an angel to defend you. So I was looking at this angel who was responding on your behalf, replying to this man on your behalf. But the moment that you spoke, وقع الشيطان. The moment that you spoke, the angel left and shaitan came. The moment that you say, no, you could not talk, you cannot talk about my parents like this, you cannot talk about my people like this, who are you? Ana bani fulan, ana ibn fulan. That moment, the angel will leave, وَوَقَعَ الشَّيْطَانِ, and the shaitan will take and he will control the show. So ya ikhwati fillah, from the Messiah, so many of them, but the khutbah, the time is not enough. From the Messiah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to this madman, if someone insults you, and do not insult anybody, and do not allow to be in that position that you're weak and you talk out of your desire, because this is a human, this is from the weakness of a human. اللهم اعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الكفرة والمشركين.